RT over there, is it?
Thank you. Ah, it's a woman.
Hello. Oh yeah. Keep that voice going today again.
Es en contra de...
How's it going, man? Alan, isn't it? Oh, I thought you were another fellow, mate. Sorry, What's your second? Because you're not Black Dade, no? Oh, I just see you on Facebook all the time. I wonder who it is. Yeah.
That's me,
Did he get up? And he followed us. He was still back. And I was watching him. What will Instagram?
They all go.
You don't know who's who, like.
Hello? Hello?
You're Jaxie, are you? Jaxie. Oh yeah, sorry. Good stuff. You weren't on Bracken Street that day.
No, I just left before. I followed it up and I left before it, man. Yeah, because I had to go home because I live in Galway, so I had to go home. I was working the next morning and I was fucking wrecked, man. I thought it was over. I just a minute before.
We thought it was over too, but they started acting.
Yeah, you need to stick together, everyone, and fucking not be running off either. At the start there, we were leaving the port, so a group of them just went off and left everyone behind as well. Like, so. Yeah. Were you at Bracken Street?
Yeah. They blocked us off in the alleyway, and they wouldn't let people out. People went out, they jumped on people and arrested people. They endangered people's lives, so we have to get this written out in the media, get someone in the media to discuss it what really happened. Like they make it look as if we caused the trouble, but they attacked people when they were coming out. So this is meant like this is a new era. And there are strip searches and everything. I mean, this is a new. When this went on in Northern Ireland, when this went on in Northern Ireland, like people were outraged, but we just had to start getting people, not I don't know at all in Store Street.
Who's going to stay? It's got a lot of guys remembrance.
Yeah.
Remember what people died for. Like we're being walked all over in this country. Walked all over. We're all going to pay this COVID thing, one way or not. You know what I mean? An unelected government in charge and our dictating their lawyers, they work for us, we don't work for them. You know what I mean? And we're the many, they're the few. I know what I want to do. I won't say it on this.
Alright folks, you all know this whole virus, there is something there alright, but there's a 99.98% survival rate. 99.98 survival rate. And we're destroying the economy, we're destroying small businesses, suicide is through the roof. It's crazy what's happening, really crazy, and to be letting it happen, people just accepting this, the apathy to it, just accepting that we should close everything down for something that nobody's dying in the street. The hospitals aren't being overrun. There's pictures on Facebook of hospitals are empty. The situation is absolutely deplorable. And the fact that so many people are asleep to it and so few, you can see, you look on Facebook and all over Europe, hundreds of thousands of people out on the street. And in Ireland we're lucky to get 50 people standing on a bridge. Because people are so fucking asleep in this country, it's unbelievable.
Scared as well.
Scared because RTE are... there was a fella on the other day saying after this there's going to be ice trucks full of bodies. On mainstream news, old people sitting at home listening to this, that there'll be fucking freezer trucks lined up ready for their bodies. What they've done, they've locked old people in old folks' home and in the home for the last 7 months, waiting for the flu seasons to come around. They waited and fucking waited, they scared them, they left them there, and the worst thing you can do for your immune system is be scared. It's the worst thing, it keeps... Oh, alright. The worst thing you can do for your immune system, well, there's a couple of things, but one of them is to stay locked in away from vitamin D. The worst thing you can do is lock yourself away. That's it. For the last 7 months. They're now starting to give them the flu vaccine, which is killing them. And actually, full of poison, exactly. They've said there a couple of months ago, it came out that if you were to take the flu vaccine, you're 36% more likely to get COVID. And yet still, they're hammering out this flu vaccine. They're keeping the kids in school so they'll be able to give them their vaccine when time comes now in the next month or so. What we're doing to the kids is absolutely, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. All our lives, all my life, all I've ever been told was don't put that over your mouth, don't put a bag over your face, don't put your head into the pillow, don't cover your mouth. And all we're doing now is telling the kids to cover their mouth. What are we doing? What are we thinking? How can this be all right to all of a sudden start covering your face 8 hours a day while you're sitting in school? How can that be all right? When for years before that it was always, you never cover your mouth. Never. Why would you cover your mouth? Why would you do that for any reason? especially for the fucking virus that has a 99.98 survival rate. The flu virus has a survival rate of 99.95, meaning the flu is worse. We've lived with the flu for generations, forever. We have the flu vaccine for how many years? And still, more people die of the flu than COVID or anything else every year. So why all of a sudden are we stopping now? Why are we closing down the businesses? Why are we destroying everything? Destroying social life, destroying the pubs, not being able to go to the beach, not being able to go to parks, not being able to go to your next door neighbours, the gyms especially. All the things that make us human, that give us contact, that make us feel like we belong to something, they're taking them away. They're taking them away. They're covering our faces with the mask so we don't see expression, we don't see love, and we don't see smiles. All we see is people's scared eyes. That's all we see. We see nothing else anymore but scared, frightened eyes, apart from the people I'm looking at now. When you're walking around, there's no smiles, there's no emotion, there's no fun anymore. Everybody is scared. Scared chickens. Scared to live, afraid to live. We're Catholic. We die, we know we die. It's always been a part of life. That's what happens. It's not a nice thing, but it's a thing. It's a thing. It's the only thing we're guaranteed in life. When have we become so afraid of it? Since when do we close down society because people die? Because we're afraid to live, exactly. Why do we do that? How can we do that? It's absolutely madness. It makes no sense whatsoever. And I'll leave it there now. And take care.
Come on.
I'm switching my brain on now, family voice. Because at the very start there is bollocks, that's what I was Going locked out for 14 days. There's nothing about wearing a mask. Locked down for 14 days. We got let these boys. Here we are 7 months on. Still locked down. 4 months in there. The virus epidemic. You just told to wear a mask. There was a virus. 4 months. Too late. It's not like the airport. No. 4 months into the whole thing and I tried to wear a mask. If it was a virus, it'd be too late. And even that COVID test, sticking this thing down your throat and up your nose. If it was a virus, it would have been flu whether you had it or not. And like they said, they were holding all over flu season. They kept saying there was a second wave coming. That was the second wave, flu season. The symptoms are the same, only the flu was more dangerous. You know what I mean? They're not telling you how to keep yourself healthy. Like they say, they're locking down the gyms and all. Everything that helps your mental health, they've locked it down. The shops that are open, you buy alcohol. I've seen them all taping off clothes and all. Yeah. And look, they let the schools open. The windows and all are open in the schools. Kids have to wear their jackets. What the fuck is that about? They want them to get it. They want them to get it. You know what I mean? And that nasal spray. I mean, I read some on a post there, some kid was tested in the school. I see the teachers are there into it as well. Are going a long way. If I wasn't a school teacher, I wouldn't be holding windows open in fucking November. We're going to teach children, through what they're doing. Like they said about the old folks, they locked them up. As far as I know, no one else died in the country about it, that's bad COVID. People are waiting on treatment for cancer and all, they're all put back. The country's a disgrace. Your man Simon Harris, told they're giving him an award or something. Zero credentials, you're right. That Radcar fella, as far as I know, was meant to be a doctor. He's out in the papers in India because he failed the exam twice over here. This country is corrupt. It's corrupt the fuck. That's where we're going. It's going to be like China soon. We're all going into internment camps before we know it. That's what's happening. People need to wake up, need to do something. And by all means, there's people out there that are friends, watching on social media, saying that we don't speak for them. No, if you want to sit at home with your mask on and get your fucking COVID payment each week, by all means do. But don't be getting on slating us for what we believe. Exactly. Liverpool City had the right idea. They opened up everywhere. All the retailers in here should open up. They should have. Somebody said there's business going bang over all this. It's all lying. The biggest scam since the Virgin made. Wake up, people. Holy Jesus.
Hello. I'm sure you all know who I am now, this way. Right, so if you don't know who I am, maybe just go back and watch the speech that I done yesterday. But in my fight and why I'm here is I'm here because of this country's deep systematic abuse and the silence that we all perpetuate, every single fucking one of us. And if you haven't seen my speech where I abused yesterday, I urge you to go and watch it so I can give you all the courage to own where you abuse, because it's not until you own your darkness that we're going to come together. And that's it in a nutshell. That's all we want, isn't it? Yeah. Isn't it all we want is to come together in unity and freedom? And you said earlier on about going up to the Garden of Remembrance. On the 13th of September I held a gathering. Well, we got there for an hour before we got fucked out. But I held a gathering there, and it was a different kind of protest. And I'm just wondering if I can invite you all to do the same again today. Yeah. What about if we go up to the Garden of Remembrance and we sit the fuck down on the grass, even break the rules that you're not allowed to do that? Right? We sit the fuck down and we show this country that we are not alt-right, that we are not Nazis, that we are not all the things that they say we are, and we show them what we are. We are rebels fighting for peace, and we'll fight by sitting the fuck down in freedom, in unity, and in fucking love. And we'll do it for our ancestors, right? Because the fight in 1916, that wasn't the end of it. That was the fucking beginning. That was the fucking beginning. Every single woman in this crowd, every single fucking woman, I'm speaking to you, and I'm speaking for you, and I'm speaking for all of the trauma that you have experienced. I'm speaking for all of the sexual abuse that you have experienced. I am speaking for every single woman that came before me who was abused by this country, who had their children ripped from them. And I will not fucking stay silent about that any longer. No fucking way. Absolutely no way. To come in the bond with the fighting women of Ireland, if you don't know who they are, get the fuck on Google and find out who they are. Because I tell you, that's who I am. I am a fighting woman of Ireland, and I will fight for every single fucking one of you, and I will use the God-given gift that I have been given in my voice. I will fucking use it in the hope that I can inspire every single one of you to use your voice. Oh, David.
Come on ahead. Deep breath.
If you heard me yesterday, you heard what I spoke about ancestral trauma. And if you don't know what ancestral trauma is, I'd urge you to get on the Google it. There's a field of study of science called epigenetics. And what it's proven is that trauma is nothing more than a feeling. I grew up thinking trauma was an event, oh, that was a traumatic event. But trauma is not an event. Trauma is a feeling. And feelings travel through your DNA the same way, like I said yesterday, that your eye colour does, your hair colour does, your medical conditions do. It's hereditary. Trauma is hereditary. You all know within yourselves the cycles of abuse that have gone on in your family. The abuse that you suffered, Your parents have suffered the abuse that they suffered, their parents suffered. And this here is where we get a chance to heal. Everything that's happened to me and everything that's happened to you, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's not any of our faults. But what it is our responsibility to heal it and to let the book stop here. Let that abuse stop with this generation and these people, every single one of you standing here. We are all the breaker of fucking chains. That's what we're doing. And me using my voice here today is me breaking my chain. And I want to point out that little girl over there with the Irish flag. You all know who she is. She is a fighting woman of Ireland. And that's what I'm fighting for. That girl inspired me to the end the other day. I was fucking bawling walking beside her as she used her voice. And I thought, if a girl at that age can stand there and use her voice the way that she did and rally the troops of her fucking country, then so can fucking I. And look at doing it! No matter what anybody wants to say at home about me, no matter what abuse they want to share, because all they're doing is showing that my message has meaning and it has value. Abuse me more! Bring it fucking on and show the country what the fuck I'm talking about, like. But let them do it! I can take it. But what I want to do is bring peace. And the only way we can bring peace is if we're integral to peace. And like I said yesterday, I really urge you to think within yourselves. What are the shadow aspects of you? What are the parts of yourself that you're ashamed of? What are the parts of yourself that you hate? Is it your body? Is it your face? Is it your eyes? Is it your nose? Is it your jealousy? Is it how you abuse people? What is it? What are the bits within yourself that you hate? Because I tell you something from experience. When you face them, when you fucking face the parts of yourself and you love yourself regardless, you will never experience freedom like what that feels like. You will never, ever, ever experience freedom to what that feels like. And it's when you experience that freedom and you can unite within yourself, that's when we really get to unite together, because the work is only self. That's it. The only thing that we have control over, we don't have control over COVID. We don't have control over lockdowns. We don't have control over vaccines. We don't have control over fucking any of it. But what we do have control over is ourselves and how we show up in integrity in this world, and how we be the change that you want to see. We don't need to do anymore. We just need to be, and we need to feel. And the way to heal humanity is through feeling. My work, whatever the fuck I do, people always ask me, what is it you do? What is it you do? Because not really and truly, I just share my shite on Instagram, to be honest. But what it is that I do, and what I learned from my teacher, Angel, was that the way to bring humanity back to the human experience is through feeling. And the only way we can feel is by feeling the highest of the highs and the lowest of the lows, and feeling them and letting them be with it. I don't have YouTube, but my name is Natty Marie Flannery, and I'm here standing saying my name to my whole country. Like, what? What even is that? I am proud. I really am proud of myself. And I know I can go home and give my two children, I can't wait to hug my two children and give them the biggest hug, and know that when they get to watch this back, you imagine that my kids get to grow up and watch this back, like, fucking mad. I know. But I really urge you, if we want to fight for freedom, then let's go to the place that was built for freedom. Let's go to the Garden of Remembrance. Let's go. And the only thing I want is to shout is peace and unity, because that's what we're here for. We're not here for anything else other than peace and unity. So peace and unity, and that's it. I'm fucking freedom. Peace, unity, freedom. Peace, unity, freedom. Peace, unity, freedom. Peace, unity, freedom. Let's go. Peace, unity, freedom. Peace, unity, freedom. Peace, unity, freedom. Peace, unity, freedom. Peace, unity, freedom.
Lads, make sure to tell everyone to stay saying, don't get separated. Like, yeah.
There's only 5.